Okay, and with Matt King. Matt, must be good to be back in the team again and get a hat-trick of tries.
Yeah, it was nice. It's a pretty good position to play on the wing when you've got Bridgie and Breezy inside you playing so well, Brett Hodgson as well. And for me to put the ball down and claim a hat-trick was nice, but I have to give all the credit to the boys inside me.
And of course you were missing because you were on paternity leave. What's it like being a dad?
It's the best ever. And, 3 tries is nice, but walking into my little baby girl, a few hours after the game was 10 times better. So she's definitely the light of my world at the moment. And, I can't stand being away from her. She's awesome.
The $6 million question from all the Warrington fans at the moment is Matt King going to be a Warrington Wolves player next season?
The short answer and the boring answer is I still don't know. I've got a couple of options up my sleeve which I'm working through at the moment, and I've been really open and honest with Tony and Simon Moran, and I've got a good relationship with those two guys, and we've there's, like I said, I've been really honest with them and they know where we're at, and their patience is something that I'm really thankful for. But within the next 2 or 3 weeks, hopefully something will be sorted either way. And for everyone who's wondering, I have to be boring and say I don't even know at the moment.
But I mean, what have you got? No gut feeling at all which way it might go?
No, I don't. Warrington know of Warrington have. There's a proposal for me to stay here at Warrington. They also know that I'm an Australian, and that Australia is going to be where I live my life. Whether that's this year or next year, I'm not too sure. There's a couple of clubs that have expressed some interest in Australia, and we're slowly working through some bit more information off those guys. But
can you say who those clubs are?
Not at the moment, mate. I prefer to keep that under my hat at the moment. But like I said, within the next 2 weeks, definitely, I think everyone should have a clear idea of what's going on.
Okay, well, meanwhile, your main focus is helping Warrington win the league, Challenge Cup and Grand Final.
Yeah, without a doubt. It's no matter what I'm doing next year, it doesn't take away from what I'm trying to achieve at the moment, which is finish top of the pile this year, then get into a good spot in the semi-finals, and then do well in that new competition, the little semi-finals competition. That's not even to mention Wembley, and get through Wigan in this next round.
Of course, before then, the next game up is St Helens. It's always a special night, perhaps a bit more special now that we've got the hoodoo off our back, and we have actually beaten them in recent history. So a great match to look forward to, and a sell-out crowd here as well.
Yeah, it's going to be great on Friday night. It's great to be talking about us beating them instead of them beating us again. So we can concentrate on our footy and not worry about any hoodoo or record or anything this time, which is great. And we're travelling along nicely at the moment, and hopefully we can continue on Friday night.
I mean, it's frightening how time flies, isn't it? Because it doesn't seem 5 minutes ago since we first sat down and welcomed you to Warrington, and now you're sort of more than halfway through your 4th season here. How scary is that?
Yeah, I know, it's crazy that to think that 4 years has gone by, and then I'm talking about re-signing or going back home. It's crazy. So it's been a fun time. It's been a roller coaster. The first 18 months was pretty tricky, but we got through that, and Warrington's had some success the last couple of years, and I've been really happy to be a part of that.
Well, Warrington were knocking on the door of success when you arrived, and the club has really gone on leaps and bounds now. Some of that must be down to you?
No, not at all, mate. I'd like to think I've helped the young kids out a little bit. I take a lot of pride in helping the young kids, especially the outside backs, and to think that I don't mean anything by this, but if I was to leave the club at the end of the year, to think that you got Rhys Evans, Rhys Williams, Matty Blythe, Chris Riley, all these young guys who could play Super League like that, I'd like to take a small bit of pride out of that.
Well, I'm sure you can. I mean, you've been one of the star players here, and I'm sure a lot of the Warrington fans will hope you might be a star player here next season as well, but there's still a lot to play for. During this season, there have been a few banana skins where Warrington have lost against teams where you wouldn't expect them to lose. I know it's a league where on the day any team can beat any team, but sort of watching from the sidelines when we slip up against teams like Salford at home, what do you put that down to?
Just complacency, mate. I spoke before about the difference between confidence and being cocky, Smithy's really good at keeping our feet on the ground and making sure our confidence doesn't spill into that cockiness. Maybe against Salford, we thought we just had to turn up, put our boots on, go out there, and we'd win the game, which you can't do in Super League anymore. Salford, Catalan. I think Catalan won one game before we played them, and then they went on their big 10-win winning streak. But like you said, there's a couple of slip-ups this year, but hopefully as a team we can learn from these little slip-ups and make sure they don't happen again this year.
But there certainly won't be any complacency against Saints.
You'd hope not, mate. They're a great team and a great club, rich in history, and if we went in complacent against them, I reckon Smithy would sack us all, to be honest.
Okay, well thanks for your time today and good luck with the rest of the season, and we look forward to hearing your decision in the next couple of weeks over your future.
No worries.
Cheers, Matt.
Thanks, mate.